Hello guys, so today is going to be a one take. It's the final day of 75 hard, if I've counted correctly. Doesn't matter if it's not, because I'm doing tomorrow anyway, and tomorrow, if today's not the final day, tomorrow definitely is. Emily and I have just been on my final workout of 75 hard, which was just a walk through the neighbourhood. Maggie didn't come with us, unfortunately. And I really sort of went over how much 75 hard has changed my life. I keep saying that I'm going to do a recap of it and all that sort of stuff. And I don't know what I mean by that. I think I mean sitting down and putting a camera on a tripod and all that sort of stuff. I'm not going to do that because that's way too much effort. And because I can summarise my 75 hard journey in a much easier way and in a much more candid way. 75 hard has 110% changed my life. The kind of person I was 75 days ago or 76 days ago, I was the kind of person that was telling myself lies, frankly. A bit of background, I started my first attempt at 75 hard on the 26th of August, weighing in at like 86 kilos. And then I did 75 hard for 50 odd days. But in there, there's a mosquito by my ear, in that time, I was still eating things like Pringles and chocolate and all that sort of stuff. Even though I'd listened to the 75 Hard podcast and heard Vaughan Kohler and Andy Frisella saying if you eat a handful of M&Ms, you've failed and all that sort of stuff. And I also drank alcohol at points and then just didn't count that day as a 75 hard day and just jumped back on the wagon straight away saying I was doing 75 hard, even though the creator, Andy Frisella, would said that if you mess up once, even if you forget to take a progress picture or don't drink enough water or whatever, you've failed and you have to start back at day one. I was lax with myself and allowed those things to happen during the first run of 75 hard. And as a result, I wasn't happy. And then when I finally fell off the wagon completely, I think I had gone out to get dumplings with an old high school friend and had beers at dinner and all that sort of stuff. And then for the next 3 days, I just binge ate and drank alcohol pretty much. For as long as I can remember, since my teenage years, since I went on my first diet, it was an aggressive, really low-calorie diet. I didn't really know much about dieting until my friend in high school told me that he had dieted and lost like 15, 20 kilos. I thought, if he can do it, I can do it. So I went into a really aggressive diet. I would have been eating like 300 or 400 calories a day, and I lost a lot of weight and saw a lot of good benefits. But then obviously restricting that heavily, I put it all back on and then some. And began the cycle of binge eating and then being really restrictive and losing a lot of weight, and binge eating and being restrictive and losing a lot of weight. And I continued that cycle for 13, 14 years of my life. And I feel as though it stole so much from me. It really did. It stole so much happiness. I lost sleep over it. I felt like I wasn't a worthy human being because of it. I hated myself because of it. I got depressed because of it. I just had the worst times in my life because of that. I'm just checking I'm still recording. And because of that, I just struggled so much. And it all obviously stemmed from worrying about what people thought of me and wanting to lose weight initially. And it's crazy to think about. If I could go back and speak to my 13, 14-year-old self, I now have so much more wisdom and I could give such good advice. Even if I could, I'm not sure that I'd take it back when I was that age. The important thing is that I am here on this journey and that I've learned all of this. And I think that what 75 hard has done for me, I think it's cured my binge eating disorder. And you know what, I'm going to remove the quotation marks from that. I think it has cured my binge eating disorder because I think it's made me realise that I need to be more strategic about how I do things, smarter about how I do things. I eat really healthy now, healthier than I've ever eaten in my whole life. And I have done 75 hard to the letter, not one slip up, not one. I stuck completely to the nutrition plan that I wanted to stick to. I did not eat one bit of chocolate. I did not eat one chip, one I did not have one cheat meal. I did not have one sip of alcohol. I did not miss 1 minute of one workout. I didn't miss one page of 10 pages of reading. I did not miss 1 meal of the 4 litres that I pretty much drank every day, or the 1 gallon, which is 3.8 litres. It's been such a massive journey. And I've changed so much as a result of it, and just making that decision to do it properly after having done it half-assed the first time around, I'm going to be forever grateful that I gave it another go, and I'm going to be forever grateful to Andy Frisella for creating this challenge. I'm not sure that I ever would have cured my binge and essentially purge cycle. Purging was the long diets with the aggressive low calories. I'm not sure that I ever would have cured that without 75 Hard, but I can say that with 75 Hard, I have cured it. And that's not to say that, on Christmas Day, I am going to eat whatever the hell I want. I'm probably going to be in a food coma like every other person on Christmas. I'm going to drink alcohol. And I will do that occasionally, but never again am I going to wait till Friday night and then just binge eat from Friday night until Sunday night, just with reckless abandon. That's not going to happen anymore. My goals are massive. What I want out of life is huge. And 75 Hard has helped me to realise that, and helped me to realise that I'm capable of achieving that. The amount of change I've seen. I weighed in today for my final weigh-in of 75 Hard. Or yesterday. Today, it's Monday. Weighed in today for my final weigh-in of 75 Hard. And I think I weighed in at 86.7. So I've lost almost 19 kilos. So pretty much almost 20 kilos. I think 18.9 kilos. If I've got that wrong, I'll put it on the screen now. It's massive. That's a lot of weight. But the biggest change has been between my ears. The biggest change has been in my brain, in my mind, in my mindset. I'm a much more optimistic person. I'm much more action orientated. I'm much more happy. I'm much more confident. I'm much more approachable. I'm much less angry. I get frustrated less easily. I just love life more than I did 75 days ago, and I can't see myself changing. I have massive goals in mind. I'm going to continue smashing CrossFit. I'm going to continue running. I'm going to continue reading all the time and sacrificing watching TV shows. I'm going to continue to expand my mind. I'm going to continue to better my life. I'm going to continue to make good decisions for myself every day. And I'm going to continue to be harsh on myself and tell myself that it's not okay to take a day off. Because you don't need rest days. You can rest when you're dead. I'm not advocating not sleeping 8 hours a night if you need 8 hours of sleep a night. I'm advocating for not making excuses as to why you're not doing what you want to be doing in life. Because life is too short to not do what you want to do. Life is too short to take the chance of, I'm tired today, so I won't go out and do my workout. I'm tired today, so I won't read that book. I'm tired today, so I won't work on that art project. I'm tired today, or I had to work extra hours at work, so I'm not going to write that book that I want to write. Life is too short for that. It's imperative. That's one of the massive things I've been learning from all these books that I've been reading, from doing 75 Hard, from Stoic philosophers, is that memento mori. Remember that you'll be dead soon. And that's the biggest catalyst for change in your life, is all of this is temporary, so you might as well make the most out of it while you're here. Because it's all going to be gone. And I know in the book that I read about the top 5 regrets of the dying, one of the biggest ones that resonated with me the most was caring less what people think. Because I think that's such an impediment to action for so many people. I've got to keep checking that I'm recording because it's been going for so long, but it's such an impediment to action for so many people. They worry so much, and I'm massively guilty of this. There's a YouTube channel that I want to start. That's one of my massive goals in 2020 and in life. There's a particular YouTube channel that I want to start and that I really want to try to make a go of. But I'm not starting it because I'm so worried about what people will think if they find it. I'm worried about what my workmates will think if they find it. I need to stop all that shit, and I need to take a little bit of my advice and just go after my dreams and chase my dreams. It's been my dream for the longest time. It's probably what keeps me around still making these videos, even though no one watches them. Well, like pretty much no one watches them. And I always say, oh, it's so that I have them because it's a habit now, and I've been doing it for so many years. And that's true. It's a bit of a video diary. But at the same time, it's because it's almost like I'm keeping my toe in the water and ready to launch. But I've got to stop being weak, and I've got to start just taking action. Stop worrying. Life is so short. On that note, it's been a massive change that I've seen as a result of 75 Hard. It has 100% changed the trajectory of my life, and it's never going to be the same again. And I'm always going to be a more badass motherfucker and a harder worker because of Andy Frisella and because of 75 Hard. And I truly believe, without a shadow of a doubt, that I'm going to achieve great things. And a massive part of that will be due to the fact that my mind has changed a lot due to completing the 75 Hard program. So, that's it. Day 75 of 75 Hard. I'm immensely proud of myself for finishing it. And to be honest, I haven't finished it just yet. I've got to finish this bottle of water. But that's going to be no problem. Because that's just who I am now. I drink 4 litres of water a day. And I read at least 10 pages of a book. Plus I listen to a lot more audiobooks and read ebooks. Plus I pick what I'm going to do with my diet, and I make sensible choices. I work out twice a day regardless of what happens. I think I already said that. I don't know. I don't care. I do all those things. And I do all those things because of 75 Hard. I'm not drinking alcohol. I don't drink alcohol. And if I do, it's only very rarely. Life has changed. Thank you, Andy Frisella, for creating 75 Hard, because it has well and truly changed my life for the better. And that's going to mean that my life has changed for the better, not just now, not just in the coming months, not just in the coming years, but for the rest of my life. My life will be better, and I will be a harder worker, and I will achieve more things, see more results, and be a happier and more fulfilled person because of 75 Hard. Thank you, Andy. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you're doing well. Take care, and I'll see you tomorrow.